He already announced the day after the Olympia that he will be doing the Arnold, Ohio. Now, after all, that's a $500,000 payday. So I'm sure that is a lot of incentive. You are watching Muscle Central. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, let me take my hat off to Samson Dauda. Congratulations on becoming the new Mr. Olympia. Yes, I've been critical of him over the last few months. Some of it's been because of I didn't quite agree with the way he handled some things that happened, and like many others, could criticize him for not bringing in the conditioning needed, like everyone else, or mostly everyone else. I always agree that he has the potential to really potentially dominate the whole division. Any criticism towards him has never been malicious in any way. I got to take my hat off to him one more time. Keeping his word. I remember there was an interview a little while back, and he was asked about why he's competing so often. And I love bodybuilding, and he wants to give back and allow some the audience in some of these other countries that might not get a chance to see the Olympia caliber athlete on the stage in their country competing. So he wants to give back. And he just wants to be a busy bodybuilder. Well, he's keeping his word because he already announced the day after the Olympia that he will be doing the Arnold, Ohio. Now, after all, that's a $500,000 payday. So I'm sure that is a lot of incentive for him to go and do the Arnold, Ohio. A couple of weeks later, shortly afterwards, you're going to have the Arnold UK. He's a UK bodybuilder. The show's going to be in the UK, his homeland. And I think it's $150,000 or $200,000 payday for that show. You can bet your money that after the Arnold Ohio, he will be doing the Arnold UK. He hasn't announced it. I will bet any amount of money that he will be doing that show also. And you know what? There's also a very good chance that he will be doing a show preceding that one. In 2025, Jim Mannion is introducing the open division to his Pittsburgh Pro. That's a show that the top Olympians come every year to guest pose out of respect for Jim Mannion. He's offering $100,000 for first place prize money. That's a pretty good incentive, and the fact that it's his show, Samson being the champion, I got a feeling we're going to see him there also. So we know he's going to be doing the Arnold Ohio, and I would drop dead in disbelief if he didn't do the Arnold UK, and it would be hard to believe that being Jim Mannion's show and the potential $100,000 more in your pocket, it's a very high likelihood we'll see him over there also. He'll be busy in 2025, all before the Olympia. Good or bad? I don't know. It's tough. Now, the champion, you and the Mr. Olympia, it's really not solidified until you come back the following year and you win it again, and then you're solidified as a champion. He has to come back and win it again next year to solidify himself as a champion. But let's say does all three, he does the Arnold Ohio, wins that, jumps in the UK show, wins that, then wins the uh, Pittsburgh Pro. That's even without winning your second Olympia, that would solidify you, and then you'd be rolling into the Olympia, not only the reigning champion. I mean, you pretty much solidified, already started to solidify your legacy. That would be the perfect scenario. What if you lose one of those shows, or two of those shows, or even all three of those shows preceding the Olympia? You're going to the Olympia anyway. You're the champion. You're qualified for life now, so you're going to be there, whether you win or lose those shows. But what if one, two, or all of those shows don't go the way you would like it, and then you have to roll into the Olympia, yes, being the reigning champion that has been defeated just prior to the Olympia. And then let's say a scenario like that happens. We've seen how he responded to an earlier situation on his social media. If something like that happens, are you gonna be able to handle it emotionally? I'm not wishing you bad luck. You know what? I personally didn't agree with the decision. But I also said it was in my mind, it was very close. And I don't argue the fact that Samson won it. And I don't wish you bad. I hope it all works out well for you. I'm just throwing some things out there to think about. Okay, if you agree or disagree with anything I've said, please let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.